What's up, y'all? If you got a soundbar and a subwoofer combo that looks something like that, you know, with this coming out of the soundbar, whether it's hard lined into it or it plugs into the soundbar, this video is for a soundbar and a subwoofer, and you want it to hit. Stay tuned. All right, so as crazy as it's going to sound, I'm using a 10-inch subwoofer. Like this. But it'll work with any subwoofer and box. But let's say you only have a speaker and you don't want to waste a box, or you don't have a box. This will only work with a 10-inch. I have here a water bottle. You can figure out where the sub is going to go. That's right here. This is perfect size for a 10-inch sub. Measure it out, cut it. Make sure you seal it when you put it in. However you want to seal your boxes, that's what you got to do. There's got to be no vibration. So what I had done is I gently placed mine in, screwed it in around it, in the preset holes that are already built onto the speaker, into this water bottle. I took the cap off here so I could port it a little better. That's a perfect size port for a 10-inch speaker, okay? The wire that has come out of this subwoofer, I just cut it. And I spliced them into the positive and negative of the speaker, of the subwoofer that I'm using. Ran the wires out of the tube through here.
It wasn't about them. It's all about this guy right here. Do you know who I am?
Alright, everybody. I suck at making videos. Merry Christmas, by the way. I suck at making these videos, but I want everybody to have this because this is amazing. So, you got a soundbar, right? Like I do up here. Then you got the wire. A lot of them come with this little subwoofer box, right? Wired in right there, see? That was okay, I guess. But I had an amp and I had a 10-inch sub that I wasn't doing anything with. So I said, why not? So I cut this right here. That's first thing. Cut that, got that out of the way. Put that aside. You've been nice, you've been real. You never did nothing wrong to me, but you gotta go. And I got myself a water bottle, like so. Perfect size for a 10-inch speaker. Perfect port when you remove that cap for that 10-inch speaker. And measure it out. I'm not going to do your measuring for you, but it's going to look like that. See that? Okay, and the wire comes right out the back. And what I had done is I put a little extra wire on it, and it's right here, okay? There's your left and your right. Put that aside, hanging out of that, okay? Here's your speaker right here. And it's sealed up. Make sure that it is sealed up. Make sure that there's no vibrations, nothing, okay? Hang on. All right, now you're probably thinking, what am I going to power it with? Well, in this video, I'm using this Rockford Fosgate 3001. I think that's the P edition, but regardless, all the same stuff. There's all your inputs. It's a real live amp, okay? And I'm going to power it with a wall wart, okay? Okay, after I made it very clear which one's my positive, which one's my negative off the speaker, I put them in to the positive and negative reciprocal on the amplifier. Make sure you get the positive and negative right. Although I'm not sure what a mono signal means in regard to that, but just put it in your positive to positive, negative to negative. Now, the signal coming out of the sound bar is right here, right? That's that wire right here. I don't know. Not every amplifier is the same. Some have, you know, for this, just for the speaker, I mean, for the signal input, some have, you know, just these kind of inputs. Some have, most have RCAs, right? So all I did was I spliced that positive and negative signal that normally went into this speaker here. I just spliced on an RCA to that. And after correctly splicing that, I did mine, I'm not sure if it matters, but this wound up going to the positive, and this wound up going to the negative, the way I spliced it in. But like I said, right into your input on the amp, like so. Now you're wondering how you're going to power it. In this case, I am using something I got from a thrift store, or flea market rather. It's got different voltages on it, which was pretty handy in some of the experiments and stuff that I was messing around with. But in this case, you're using an amplifier to power a subwoofer, which needs about 12 to 18 volts or so, give or take. I'm not really sure specifically what this one needs, but generally 12 to 18 volts. This maxes out, this power source maxes out at 12 volts. So I just cut the tip off of this right here, gave me 2 wires, and spliced them onto this wire. Don't ask me why, but anyhow, so you know that I'm still using that. Follow it. All I did was splice it onto that bigger wire here, and made sure my positive goes into the positive. Let's see if we can get some focus going on here. There you go. Positive, and you ground it. Be your negative. Now on this remote wire, this is where your remote gets plugged in if it was in your car. Cut yourself a piece of wire like so. Okay, and after you cut that wire, that little wire, put one end of that wire into your remote. The other end of the wire goes in with the positive wire. And then your negative goes into your ground. So once again, that little wire, which is going to be just a little wire like that, you want to bridge that remote to the positive. Bridge the remote to the positive, and then your negative is here, your positive is here. See how they're together? Off the wire here. And it's positive, fall to the right, positive, negative is going to the ground. The remote is being joined into the positive, okay? And that is going to my adapter. Now before I plug it in, I wanted to give you a sample of what it sounds like. Not bad, right? Now watch when I plug it in. Wow. So I'm not sure if it's doing it any justice, but I promise you, do exactly what I told you to do, and you will absolutely love it. From my house to yours, Merry Christmas, and please like the video. And if you have any other hacks that you want to know about, I know a million of them, but this is the one that I want everybody to know about. So just hit me up and leave a comment below. Thanks.
It wasn't about them. It's all about this guy right here.
Do you know who